Hey, folks, welcome back to another episode of Why That's Funny podcast. I'm Andrew Ginsberg, and I'm joined today by my friend, Mr. Captain John. Hey, thank you, buddy. Yeah, pass me them ultras, kid.
Hey,
get them cracking, baby. Time to have a nice, smooth, refreshing Michelob Ultra.
I still got that 12-pack left over of the IPAs. Only had 3 last episode. Got pretty drunk.
Yeah.
Gonna have 3 more.
That's great.
Drunk. This is a little thing.
Hazy little thing.
It's a hazy little thing.
I'm just a hazy little thing.
Yeah.
I'll just get you completely blacked out and make you get a drunk driving charge. I'm just a hazy little thing. Don't mind me. I'm just a hazy little thing. I'll make you punch a hole through the wall when you come home because your steak's overcooked. I'm just a hazy little thing. Just a hazy little
brought
thing.
to you by 6.7% beers.
This episode.
I love that they put the point.
Well, you got to have a decimal, huh?
Yeah, you like this just can't be.
They
7.
should change the alcohol scale to something more akin to like when wings are really spicy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
like,
be like
nuclear. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, cool! It's gonna black me out.
Yeah, exactly.
Nuclear. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
yeah.
It's 18%.
Right,
It's
right.
nuclear. Yeah.
You don't even want to know about atomic.
Yeah, atomic. They might be a little bit more than nuclear.
Yeah.
Those might be the 14.8s.
Yeah, atomic. Atomic is when you're missing.
Yeah.
When you've drank so much where your friend's like, where is he? His
Yeah.
phone and keys and stuff are over there.
Yeah.
He must have gone atomic.
Yeah,
Did he not read the label?
He was outside pissing and fell in it.
Yeah, dude, you would have. But hey, rest in peace. Actually, right around this episode came out, our friend AJ would have been a year since he passed away.
Yeah.
He was known to go atomic here.
He went atomic a couple times. A couple times in his life.
He was
went
a
atomic.
big disappear guy.
He would love that. He would love the atomic.
He would
drop.
love that comparison.
Hey, let's start the show.
Hey, to A.J. Hogen, folks.
A.J. Hogen.
Let's start the show.
You are listening to Why That's Funny, a podcast that enlightens you on everyday things. Starring Andrew Ginsberg and Captain John.
Speaking of AJ, I was actually thinking about him the other day because I was trying to remember what I thought was the fun, like around the time that he passed away.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember what was the funniest thing that I could remember him. He said a lot of funny stuff.
Yeah, he always did the funniest
And
shit.
we had a lot of funny memories.
Yeah.
But I was trying to think like what in particular is one of my favorite moments of all time, and I really think it has to be. I meant to tell you this on the podcast and for the listeners. I was thinking about this the other day, and it's one that flies under the radar because everybody had a good AJ story, you know, about something that maybe happened at like a party or like something. But like this was just a random night. I don't even know what's gonna be that funny when I tell the story. But he came to visit me when I went to college at Montclair.
Okay.
And I used to drink at this like chain bar called The Office, and we go to this place called The Office, and we ordered these drinks, and they came in these like really big crazy mugs.
Yeah.
And so
he has to have that mug.
He goes, I'm gonna steal these. You knew that's so funny.
He had to have that mug. I know, no matter what, Hogan always had to take a glass from a place, so he had to have that.
He's like, I could take it. He's like, because it was big, you know.
Yeah, it was a big mug.
Like, it was
like one of those ones you hold it.
But it was like oversized and it had some kind of crazy logo on it.
Beginning of when you drink it.
Yeah, it was more like a Stein. I would say it was more like a Stein, a big fucking thing, nowhere to hide it, not easy to steal.
Yeah.
He's like, I could steal it. I could walk out of here without them noticing. I was like, how are you gonna do that? Like they're gonna see you steal it.
Nah.
And I was like, and I come here every week, and you're gonna get caught.
He's gonna ruin your.
You know what I mean? Like, and he's like, dude, I'm not gonna get caught. I'm not gonna get caught. Like, I'm gonna trust me. I'm gonna skill it.
He convinces everything. He always convinces.
So finally, it's like he makes his move. Like as we're about.
You got drunk enough where he convinced you, pretty much.
No, he just said he was gonna do it. I mean, he was like, he convinced. I was convinced that it would be fine.
Yeah.
But also, he was like, I'm gonna do this, and like it's gonna be fine. He was like, I'm gonna just walk out of here. I'm gonna walk right past that. And we know you would challenge him. You'd be like, well, isn't that guy gonna stop and see you? He's like, he's not gonna see anything. You know, like
that's such a
scary, right? So then he goes. I go, okay. And then we're like leaving the bar, and he's like, that's when he's going to steal it, like as we're leaving.
Yeah.
So I see him do some crazy move. I don't know. I missed like the sleight of hand of what he actually did, but he just kind of like has his shirt, and he's just like, he has something under his shirt.
Yeah. It's clear.
He's just kind of like looking around, you know, and then like we like walk out, and then this waiter guy like comes out, and he's like, hey, he's like, you stole something. He's like, you stole something. I saw you put something under your shirt. And the guy wasn't even fat or anything. I just say that because AJ turns around and goes, fuck you, fat shit. And he takes the glass and just smashes it in the fucking and then we just book it running. He just goes, fuck you, fat shit. I was like, why did you call him fat? And why did you smash the glass? Like, why didn't we just keep running with it? We had to run anyway. Just destroyed it in the parking lot and then kept running.
Dude, it is crazy that I have almost the exact same kind of story.
Yeah.
So Warped Tour was happening, and we were all excited. It was in Asbury Park. It had to be like 2006 or 5, right? My mom. Oh no, it was 2004 because my mom was driving us in the van.
Yeah.
So we all stayed over at Glenn's.
Yeah.
We stayed up all night. We just couldn't handle. Like, oh my god, we're going to Warped Tour. Probably got like an hour of sleep.
Yeah.
Woke up at 6 a.m. Like, yo, we gotta have some cigarettes before we get in your mom's car. So 6 a.m. We walk. We take like a good like half-mile walk to the A&P, right?
Yeah.
We walk in the doors. As we walk in, mine and Hogan's saying always when we went to A&P, you just take a donut and you walk around the aisle.
Yeah.
Because it didn't matter.
Yeah,
and you
it's
walk through
hilarious.
the Cool Whip, do a couple whippets, and then just go back
Do
for another
whippets in the
donut.
Cool Whip section.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. You're
Yeah.
just walking around.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
You just,
Yeah, you're just walking around. So as we walk
You're
in,
just
it's
walking
me,
around.
Glenn, Eric, and fucking Hogan. And he goes, take one of those pies when we leave. I'm like, no, dude, don't. Like, take one of those pies. So we
Wait,
all
what
go,
kind of- what kind of pie?
We don't. Here's the thing, we didn't know. So we're all walking around. We're doing whatever. We get fucking. We have a cigarette. We're doing whatever. We have fucking. I buy cigarettes because I look old enough, so I buy a couple cigarettes.
yeah.
And we're walking out, and like it's like in that front area, and Hogan's like, "I'm doing it, run!" So he grabs it, and we're running. We're running as fast as we can, and he goes, "It's fucking banana nut!" He just smashes it on the ground. We're all dying. We're like, "Yo, why are we?
Yeah, why are we in this
stole something to
situation?
slam on the ground?" I mean, Glenn's like, "I would have ate banana nut, dude." It's banana nut fuck slammed on the ground. I guess when he steals something, if he doesn't like it, he just smashes it. I don't know. Or if he gets caught, that's his deal.
Dude, that's so funny, man.
I can't believe we had the same fucking.
That's an exact
story.
same story. That's an
Yeah,
exact
that's
same
just
story.
what he is.
That's what he. I mean,
Even when in the basement on Mother's Day, we gave him the Yago, chugs it, shits juice,
Smashed it on the
smashed
ground.
He just loves smashing shit on the ground.
yeah. And
God, I miss that fucking idiot.
And another thing he did that I don't think I was trying to remember stories also that I hadn't maybe told you because all those years we weren't really talking. I don't
Yeah.
know, like did we catch up on everything that happened? Like
Probably not.
you know, one time Hogan came to my Juke Bar show where I did the Village Idiot comedy show.
Yeah.
He came once.
Yeah.
And it was like such a crazy night. Like he came so first of all, he came at the height of the show. Like it was it was really popular in like 2021.
Okay.
It got like less cool.
Yeah.
And I mean it was always good, but like in 2021 when everything pandemic ended, there were no shows.
Yeah, and that you guys
There'd be a
fucking-
million people
Yeah.
there. And so it was like a crazy environment, and Hogan came to that one, like one of those crazier ones.
Yeah.
And he was just like the whole life of the party. Da 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 da. He bought a beer for Mark Norman. He thought that was the coolest thing. He was like, I bought Mark Norman a beer. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, he probably loved
But
that.
then he came. So I was like, for like 2 weeks of my life, I was seeing someone during that time.
Okay.
And she was there, and and she had like a mole on her face.
Whenever, oh no, I already know where this story is going with AJ.
And he's as soon as he got, he had a million beers. As soon as he saw her, he like couldn't control himself. He was like, "Let me ask you a question." He was like, he said something. He was like, you're pretty and everything. He's like, but you got that mole on your face. He said something about it.
Yeah.
And she was like, "What are you saying?" He was like, "No, I." And he tried to like play it off. He was like, "No. Like you're clearly like it's all good. I'm just saying like you like he's like, "Do you think about that?" Like he just like brought up the mole for some reason.
Yeah.
And then she was getting all mad and defensive, and then he got mad that she was getting mad at him
Yeah,
because he wasn't trying to be mean.
Yeah.
Just like whatever.
Yeah.
But she got too mad, and he got mad that she was mad.
She's like, "You're offended that you have a mole on your face." Like, that's fine. What
He's like, I was just I forget the exact.
I was just pointing out
but then
the
he
thing
just-
on your.
He can't take. Yeah, exactly. I was just pointing out something on your face. I was just pointing out something
I
on your
wasn't
face.
sure if you knew you had this mole.
Something like that. I was just pointing it out, and then he goes, and then finally he's getting mad at her, and she's yelling at him or whatever. And he just goes, "Mole face! You got a mole on your face!" Got all mad at her. Hilarious, dude. What a fucking nut job. Also, when I moved, when I was moving out of San Francisco, the week before you came, I think he was living out there too at that time.
Oh yeah,
He came to my
he was
going-
in Reno, I think, but he was going to San Francisco like every weekend.
Yeah. So he came to my going away party for when I was moving from San Francisco.
Yeah.
Big party. I mean, we had like a big party. We catered food, kegs, like a big going away party. Mad people came. AJ showed up at 10:30 in the morning on the day of the party.
Of course.
He was like
That's the one
ready
thing
to
I miss
rock,
about
had
him
his
so
skateboard, had his 30 case, you know what I mean, ready to go. And we just start drinking. And I like immediately went. This party wasn't until 4 p.m.
Yeah.
So we got kind of bombed. I think I wound up taking a nap, but he was just gone. He was slept. He was sleeping on the picnic table outside, and then the party started, and he slept on the picnic table from 4 p.m. until like 3:30 in the morning. He missed the whole party.
Oh my god!
And the whole
dude.
party, he was just the guy on the picnic table.
That's so good.
Yeah,
That's
we could not.
AJ,
we could
man.
not get him up. We could not get him up.
That is such AJ, dude. He fucking always. I miss that fucking big idiot.
Yeah, he was incredible, man. There's
Yeah.
like also one day we went when I was living in California, I had a roommate, Dave. Have you ever met Dave?
Yeah.
Okay, for those viewers that don't know Dave was a Korean guy that I lived with. Hold on,
I never met him, but I've talked to him through podcast stuff.
he was a Korean guy, but he talked like a black guy.
Yes.
So his voice is like, "Hey man, yeah man, it's Dave, man. What's up, motherfucker, man? Take care, yeah, hell yeah, I'm Dave." You know, he was like my one of my best friends when I lived in San Francisco.
He was one that you gave the speakers to and never got him back, right? Or something like that?
No, he gave me his speakers because
And then he never got it back. Something happened where
he gave me his speakers because he got into trouble in Romania and I had
Yeah.
to wire him money.
Oh, yeah, so he gave you
So he
speakers
didn't get in
to
trouble with the cops, and then he couldn't pay me back. So he said, "Man, just take my shit, take my speakers, man." And I was like, "All right."
So what happened with Dave and AJ?
Nothing. We just like we one day Dave was like, "Man, I want to go surfing, man." And I was like, "All right, like I'm gonna invite my friend AJ. We're all gonna go surfing for the first time."
Yeah, you surfing. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
right. I don't even think I got on the. I don't even
You-
think
you-
I don't
you
even think
didn't
I
go in
got
the
a
water.
surfboard. I think
you
I just
went in the
watched
water.
them
Yeah,
surf.
Yeah.
Oh, because I didn't want to put the outfit on. I was like, I'm not putting on a scuba suit or whatever the fuck. But that's what was funny about that day was Hogan was so big that they couldn't find a scuba suit for him. So we had to like go to all these different places to find one. And I think he had to like buy one. You know how you can like rent them for like
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
he had,
no
we had
one
to go
had
to
a
like
triple
a Dick's
XL.
or something.
Yeah.
And he had to spend like $300 on a gigantic suit.
Oh, man.
Something crazy like that. And it was just funny because he did surf.
Yeah.
Like he actually got up on the
Of course.
board. He was so big that you didn't think it was gonna be possible.
Nah.
It was crazy.
That's what the whole thing about AJ was.
Yeah.
He's so big, you don't think it's possible, but he just did it.
yeah.
You got a 10-foot ladder, you can balance it. Oh, he spins things on his finger. He was a circus animal.
Yeah.
He could just do anything.
Yeah, he
That
could.
was literally what he did.
He assembled every piece of furniture in my apartment currently.
Yeah. Every couch
He
we're
moved
sitting
me
on,
into
he moved all this.
multiple apartments.
Dude.
I'll never.
I moved 7 times in the last 10 years, and he did every one of them.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, every time, I'm like, yo, you want to get? He's like, just get pizza and beer, dude. Just
Yeah.
let me drink
Yeah.
wherever you're moving in. I need to drink that night.
Yeah, of course. I mean, not to one up or anything, but like just one of the best AJ stories was like,
Oh my god.
he helped me move into my apartment on 12th Street in Manhattan.
Books.
Oh, the books, man! Jesus Christ, what an idiot I was. When I think about it now, I'm like, I was like 30, and I was still such an idiot.
It was
What
the
a
worst move.
stupid thing to do.
Let him know.
I had like I have a million records and books. Like I collect books and records.
Yeah.
Which I, and living in
You're 85.
yeah, and living in a Manhattan apartment is not feasible. You gotta have a house to do that kind of shit. So I'm like, every time I move, which is all the time, I'm boxing up like millions of records and books and shit like that. But this time I boxed it so like I put like a million books and records in one big giant box. Like there was like 5 big. They were the most heavy boxes you've ever felt in your entire. They could barely be lifted.
Yeah, they're probably like 120
And there was a
pounds.
bunch of those and all kinds of stuff, and up these 5 flights of stairs. And AJ was carrying, as we we're moving in, these like enormous heavy boxes of books up 5 flights of stairs all day long, and like it was taking us so long. First of all, as soon as we started moving, I took my PV Classic 30 amp, my favorite amp of all time. I had protected it my entire life. I used it in every band I was ever in. It was my only possessions that I actually cared about. I cared about Dan Valvasori, if you're listening, helped me fix that amp and all kinds of crazy. Back before the internet, when you couldn't get tubes, when you couldn't order parts, you had to like know a guy in Denver that had a shop and had a call, and then you placed the order. Like this thing was renovated before the internet, man. And as soon as I took it off the truck, AJ asked me a question. I turned around and some guy ran up, grabbed it, and booked it down the street. And it was heavy. It was heavy. Some strong thief. Just like AJ literally went like, it was something like, "Do you have a lighter?" And I was like, "Yeah, hold on." Turn around, boom! Some guy robbed immediately. So then it was like, he was like, "Wow, like one of us is gonna have to be with the truck the whole day." Like, because like now we can't both
and
move.
You weren't carrying those books.
Yeah,
up
and
the
he's like,
stairs.
and I have to carry everything up the stairs. because like you're not gonna carry that. And I was like, no, I'll help. He's like, it would be better if you didn't help. Like it'd be easier for me. So then like I remember it was taking us like hours, and I remember like during the middle of the day he was like, Ginsburg, just hire movers. Like it's not too late. Like let's just call them now. I was like, nah, like we got to finish it. I felt so bad. And then that night we moved into the apartment, got super wasted, and he locked himself. So there was a big fire escape that said do not enter. You know, all these signs. And he's like, let's go up on the roof. And I was like, I just moved in tonight. There's all these signs that say don't go on the roof.
He's going on the
like
roof.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want to break the rules. What if this alarm goes off? It's my first night here.
That alarm ain't going off.
The alarm's not going off. The alarm's not going off. He's like, I bet. You know, the whole night I kept telling him no, and the whole night he was like, I bet you could go up there. You know, like
Yeah, that's such AJ.
We can just do it.
I bet you could go up there. Like, you know, and like, and then like, so I fall asleep. He goes up there. This is February when we moved in. February. He goes up. He's wearing bare feet, shorts, like because we're like chilling in my apartment after we moved all day.
Yeah.
He doesn't bring his phone. He doesn't bring anything. He just goes up with nothing but his cigarettes, and he goes up on the roof thing. The thing slams behind him, and he's trapped on the roof. I'm sleeping. He has nothing, and he's just on the roof of this building. He couldn't get back in. It was completely locked and sealed off. So he's up there in February in 0-degree weather with no way of contacting me, and he's on the roof of my apartment in the middle of Manhattan. And he starts jumping up and down on the building as hard as he can to wake me up. So I wake up to the whole building shaking. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Just shaking. And I immediately realized, I was like, this motherfucker's on the roof. Like, he's jumping up right down. AJ's not here. He went on the roof. Fuck. I go out into the hallway. All my neighbors are sticking their heads out. What's happening? I'm like, gosh, I go get him. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, fucking door locked. I'm like, dude, like, we were jumping on the roof. Are you crazy? It's just the craziest thing.
Oh, my God, dude. That's
hilarious.
So fucking good, man.
And you know what? Before he died, one of the last texts he ever sent me was I was moving up to this where I live now, uptown. I had just moved there like a month before he died.
Yeah.
And he was like, do you need a hand moving in? I was like,
No way.
The fact that you would offer to help move me in after what I did to you last time, that's great, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
When we closed on our house, I was texting my group chat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, we closed, blah, blah. Immediately, when I saw it was read by AJ in the group chat, and then he immediately texted me. He's like, what day, dude? I was like, I think we might get movers. He's like, you're not getting movers. What day?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it's this day. And we didn't get movers because once Hogan said yeah, then other people feel like, all right, yeah, we'll give you a hand.
Because he did so much of the work.
Yeah.
He was so prepared. Like, he was such a resource. Like, my desk, dude, this desk that I've had since 2018, at that time, I decided I needed this, like, cool desk from, like, it's like a standing desk. Because, like, I used to have a standing desk at work, and I really liked it.
Yeah.
I liked standing all day versus sitting. It, like, I don't know, it was, like, better for my back. It made me feel, so I was like, I can't, when everybody went remote, I was like, I gotta have a standing desk. So I bought a fucking cheap standing desk. It came in 4 gazillion trillion pieces, spiral tools, crazy things, springs and stuff, like all kinds of crazy.
Yeah. Because the desk has to go up.
Yeah. I'm talking like minuscule parts. I could never in my life put this together in a million. If you were like, we'll give you $5 million to assemble this desk.
No directions. Hogan did it.
There were directions, but I could never assemble a desk like this. I'm not handy in any way.
Yeah, you're the worst.
Come on,
yeah.
You know. But he.
You're a New York Jew.
He assembled. I'm a New York Jew. He assembled. Yeah, we hire people to do that. He assembled. That's what my dad used to say when I was a kid. I'd be like, Dad, how come you can't do anything like the other dads? He's like, we're Jews. We hire everybody to do stuff.
We're Jews. You hire everybody.
We just hire everybody to do that. We don't know how to do anything. But he. He
assembled the whole.
He assembled that whole fucking crackhead desk. That's the desk I still use to this day. Yeah. Unbelievable. He to AJ, moving with that motherfucker, man.
Yeah. I have an exact opposite story.
Let's hear it.
So I was with this girl.
Ooh.
A while ago. This was pre-Emmy. So we're talking like 2007, 2008, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was working at Giuseppe's. I was working at Giuseppe's. She invited me to her friend's party. She's like, yeah, if you want to bring any friends. I was like, yeah, I'll bring AJ.
Yeah. I know where this is going. I know where this goes.
So right, everybody's loving him. He's being the best.
Yeah.
We're all drinking, having fun.
Yeah.
loses in beer pong, gets a little pissed off. Not anything real, just I lost in beer pong.
Right.
Walks inside, immediately drops a glass.
Yeah.
Like, drops his glass. I'm like, fuck, he's drunk. Like, I knew it immediately. I'm like, dude. He's like, what? Throws his hand up, hits the fucking chandelier light, breaks that. All covered in glass now.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Some kid gets in his face, like, dude, I think it's time to leave. He's like, you think I should leave? I'm covered in glass. Maybe I should leave because I'm covered in glass. Pushes this kid outside. I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm with this girl. I'm like, oh my God. And she's like, can you get control your friend? I'm like, I'll try. He's fucking Hogan. I don't know what to do.
Oh my
So
God.
I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, everybody in there is a fucking loser. They're all fucking losers, dude. He's like, I'm not hanging out here anymore. I'm like, where are you going? We're in fucking like Middlesex County. Like, I don't not Middlesex County, Middlesex Township.
Yeah.
I'm like, where are you going, dude? Where are you going?
Yeah.
And this before Uber. And he
Yeah.
was like, I'm going in your car. I'm like, you're going in my car? He's like, yeah, but I'm going through the house. I gotta get my shoes.
Oh my God.
I'm like, all right, dude, just go. And just like, come on, let's
That's
go. Like,
so
hurry
funny.
up. All of a sudden, I'm sitting outside, I'm smoking a cigarette, and I just hear, no, you're a fucking pussy. I'm like, God damn it. I walk inside, Hogan shoves this kid through the beer pong table.
Yeah.
Another kid jumps on him. He's like, get off! Throws him on the ground. He's like, I'm getting out of here. He's covered in glass, cut all over on his neck from the glass falling. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, that girl sucks. Don't go out there anymore. I'm like, cool. Pointing at her, looking at me like I can see her.
Yeah.
And
Oh
like,
my
yeah,
God.
we broke up like
oh
the,
my
the
God. Of
next
course
day.
you
Yeah,
did.
it was awful.
That's the end.
I was like, yeah, all right. Well, that's it. See you later.
That's hilarious,
Yeah.
dude. That's hilarious.
But that's what, yeah, every time I would bring AJ or Eric to a party, I would always have to be like, hey, listen.
Yeah.
This guy's going to say the worst stuff ever. And talking about Eric, I'm like, this guy's going to do the worst stuff ever.
Yeah.
Like, I always had to be like, listen, he's going to be fun, but it's going to get terrible.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, he's the best. I'm like, yeah, he is. Watch.
Yeah.
Let me sit here. I'll have 6 beers while he has 32. Let's see what happens.
I mean, I cannot tell you the amount of times I've been somewhere where, like, I brought AJ or I was with AJ at somebody's party, and every single person in this location where we were was sleeping, and only me and him were awake
Of
drinking
course.
as the sun rose.
That's his own.
Every single time.
Yeah.
Millions of different locations and places like that.
There's been so many times where I'll be at a party with AJ and I'll get woken up at 4 o'clock in the morning. He's like, come on, let's have a beer. I'm like, dude, I stopped drinking like 2 hours. He's like, come on, get up.
Yeah.
Get up. He's like, you don't want to watch the sunrise.
lot.
It's rising right now. I'm like, all right, give me a beer and a cigarette. I'll have 1 beer and a cigarette. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go inside. He's like, you're going in? Sun's not even all the way up yet. I'm like, come on, man.
The sun's not even all the way up yet.
Yeah, it's not all the way up yet.
That's a great indicator.
Yeah.
The last story I'll tell, just because it's on my brain. One time I was in the car with Greg and him, and it was his car, and he backed his car, leaving Lake Dewhernal into a like cement pipe. Dude, he got out of the car, looked at his car, and he had damaged his car in the cement pipe and vomited.
Yeah.
I could not. He vomited because he couldn't believe he fucked up his car.
But you know what? I always think about this story, and it always comes to me, and I always think about that, especially ever since he passed away. Every time I'm like fishing around there, like or drive past, I can't fish anymore without him being alive.
Yeah.
But anytime I drive by, I always think about like me and you
Yeah.
had not rich parents, but well enough off parents that we just got cars. We didn't like nothing mattered.
Right.
That guy definitely like had to pull some shady shit. Every car he ever had, he loved
Yeah.
his car.
He loved cars. Yeah. He loved his car.
When I drive past that place, I'm like, you know what? That's why he threw up.
Of course he loved his car. He
I
loved
know,
his
but
car.
no one loves their
He
car.
loved his
Come
car in
on,
such a
dude.
way that I never loved my
Yeah,
car.
no one loves
I'm not
it.
saying I love my cars.
No.
He loved his
I'm saying
cars.
Me and you just get cars. He's like, oh yeah, our parents like whatever. Like yeah,
Yeah.
I only bought cars that were under $1,000. Yeah, $600, $500, the shittiest car.
I got lucky in that, like, I inherited my grandfather's car.
Yeah,
And,
I'm on my 10th car.
right. I haven't had a car. I haven't owned a car since 2011, so I've been
Yeah,
out of the car game
that's
for a
crazy.
while. Yeah.
But like, I always think about that. And then what happened when his dad pulled up?
Yeah, so
the best
he
part.
throws up, and me and Greg could not believe that we were just like, you know how he was AJ was so upset, you know when someone's so upset but you're trying not to laugh to make because like it's just
Yeah.
like so funny how upset they
Yeah.
are, so we're just like you know.
Yeah.
And he's like all upset. And then his dad, when we took the car back to AJ's house, his dad saw the car and he was like, no! He was like genuinely like the same reaction. Like he was like, this can't be. Like, what happened, AJ? No! Why? I was like, guys, what the hell's wrong with you guys?
Was it the Subaru or was it the Hyundai?
I think it was a Volvo, maybe. Did he used to have a Volvo station?
The Volvo.
Yeah. He had a Volvo station
It was
wagon.
definitely the Volvo.
Yeah, he threw up. And then, you know, people always forget this aspect, and I wasn't reflecting on this until recently, but I lived in his apartment from March 2020 until June 2020
I know.
without him there. So
Got him there?
yeah, he
Oh,
was
yeah,
in
he was in
Hawaii. So I was just living in his apartment with my cat, and I didn't see anybody, and I just lived his life. I slept in his bedroom. I wore his clothes.
You had a cat?
Well, I brought my cat.
Oh, you
Rosie.
brought your cat?
I
You brought
Ro-
Rosie?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Rosie was
died,
there.
died.
Yeah, she was I would see nobody.
Oh, okay, sorry.
What's that? You texted somebody?
Yeah.
Who?
I got a phone call from my cousin.
Oh wow.
So, I don't know.
You should see some phone calls from my cousin. If you're listening, Anthony,
Oh, man.
we should talk.
That all just went to him. You should see some phone calls from my cousin.
You should see some phone calls from my cousin because my cousin sends me 4,000 Instagram reels a day.
Oh, he's still doing that? Yeah. Hey, Anthony, you got to stop because I send him one a week hoping that he'll watch it, and he won't because you send them to
My cousin sends me 5 to 6 a day. What are we doing here, folks? I'm not watching your reels. What are we doing here? Stop sharing them with me. I'm not watching them. I'm not interested. I don't want to watch the reels.
You should.
Lots of people who I never speak to or haven't spoken to in 10 plus years share reels with me on Instagram, and I'm like, I don't care about this. I'm not watching this stuff. Stop sharing it with me. I don't want it. If I don't respond, that means I didn't watch it, and I don't care, and it's nothing personal. But stop sending it. Multiple people send me 10 a day.
Yeah, they want you to watch.
I'm not watching.
You have to watch.
Why do I have to watch?
You have to watch.
That's why it's like with reels. Why can't you just watch? Why do I have to watch too? Because it seems like part of the fun of reels is sharing them.
Yeah.
Well, I like TV.
You're like, wow,
I don't
that
have
was
to
so
share it.
funny. You know who would like this? You.
But you're wrong because I don't like any of them.
Yeah, but that's not true.
I don't like it at all.
I send you some sometimes. I don't know if you ever watch them.
I've never watched any reel anyone's ever sent me in any context. Don't send me reels. Now you all learned your lesson, huh? You still want to send them to me, everybody?
Man.
I don't watch them. Maybe
You're a
I
bad
have
guy.
watched them a couple.
You're a bad guy. that's really what it comes down to.
You think I'm a bad guy?
You're the bad guy. Yeah,
I'm a bad guy because I'm trying to mind my own business and people are just DMing me
Yes.
multimedia all day long.
Yes.
Why?
Because I get. Let me see right now. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me see when you fucking. I guarantee you I have 1 million. Let me see.
Yeah, but you like them, so you're like, oh shit, thank you, bro. Thank you for sending me this. Now I get it. Now I know a bit more about
Right.
some guy who's Scottish who eats lots of Chinese food.
So I only have 3. But
Uh-huh.
normally my Instagram, when I open up, I have 14. And I go, I watch all of them, and I comment on every one of them. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, that was so funny. Thank you for letting me see that.
That's amazing, and that's you.
You should do that.
I don't want it. It's not me.
But that should be you.
It's not.
Listen,
I can only be
you don't
me.
drink. You don't eat fast food. The least you could do is help these people out by watching their reels.
Am I hurting these people by not drinking or eating fast food?
No, but you're hurting them by not watching their reels.
Are you talking about you specifically?
You're hurting me by not drinking. You gotta start drinking again. I lost AJ, man. I need someone to drink all the
I
time.
know, I know. It's tough, dude. It's tough out there. It's that, you know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is. But you know, it's like I said, that's like, we can't, if I don't drink anymore, but most of the people I drank with are dead besides you.
Mason. Yeah, right when you were texting me about Mace and telling me about that, and I was telling Tyra, I'm like, I gotta stop hanging out with this fucking guy, man.
Oh man,
I was
yeah.
like, this is like, oh, you're trying, like, we're trying to resurge our friendship after fucking stupid ass ex-girlfriend, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I was like, everybody he used to drink with died, so Jerry's sober,
Yeah.
and it's just me.
Yeah. I know. I was, trust me, bro. I get it. I was worried too. I was like, okay, like everything happens in threes.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm
and
definitely next.
like it could be me because I was like, hopefully not. That's
Yeah.
what I was, because I was like, maybe like,
John.
Yeah,
Maybe it was John.
Not John. I was like, because I was, no. But still, it's just like, it was a scary time. All that shit was wild, dude.
Yeah.
But, what people that listen to Why That's Funny have to realize is that, like, and it's funny that convenient that we're talking about this, I feel like, on this episode of the podcast, because it's like, it has been on my brain lately. I don't know how to communicate this to people, and I'm a little baked right now. I'm not going to lie to the audience, but just bear with me. Like, this podcast is happening and is back on the airwaves, and we're 25 episodes in, whatever, because of some sort of otherworldly intervention.
Yeah.
It just is a fact. Like
100%.
Something bigger than us happened when AJ died.
If AJ didn't pass away, this would have never happened.
It would have never happened.
No, we like once it happened, like after AJ passed away, it was like a month later. You were like, let's bring back Why It's Funny.
But
and I'm not gonna ask you,
right?
Like, you know, because like whatever, like what happened.
Yeah.
But once you said it to me, I'm like, holy shit, this actually might happen.
I know, and the thing is, like, what I never thought it would happen. I just didn't think we'd ever be able to get the groove back together.
And immediately, first episode, we were like,
I just didn't think it would. I just like was like, this is
we
never.
didn't hang out for like 4
we didn't
years.
Speak for like 5 years. Yeah.
Literally.
But then, like, you know,
now you're leaving shit at my house.
and I was like, I don't have a place to store anything. I got to talk to John.
I got to talk to John.
I made a huge mistake. Where am I going to? Where am I going to
get this podcast going again?
Where am I going to put my stuff?
I guess these posters.
Where am I going to put my fucking stuff, dude? No, you're right. Like,
no, but I always think about that. I'm like, yo, it's crazy. Every Tuesday when you're like, hey, we're still on. I'm like, wow, he still wants to do this.
And like it. It's fun. It's funny.
I know.
And people like it, right?
You have to like come here. Like, you have to do so much stuff. I get off work and I come in my basement. I get drunk and I talk to you on.
I know, but I enjoy it. So it's like, it's fun for me.
So I'm like, damn, dude. I always think about like, yo, if AJ never died, this never would have happened.
It never would have happened. And specifically, it never would have happened because the reason that this podcast is back, I'll tell the listeners the backstory, is one night, I was hanging out in this, whatever. Listen, I'm not a religious nut or whatever you want to take away from this story, whatever you take away from it is what you take away from it. I'm just telling you what happened. I'm not saying that it's like, I'm not saying anything. You decide what you think. This is what happened. I went to this place by my apartment that is a closed Starbucks that I like to hang out in, and they leave the patio furniture outside. So I went outside to sit on the closed patio furniture and just hang out and drink non-alcoholic beers and smoke weed and just hang out by myself there and chill. And I was thinking to myself as I was chilling there in this closed Starbucks with patio furniture at night that my friend AJ, when he was alive, would have loved to hang out here on this. Yeah. This is the kind of, if he came to visit me in New York, I would have been like, yo, I got the sickest spot, and it would have taken him to the closed Starbucks where you could just drink at night on the patio and hang out. And there was other people there drinking too. He would have loved it. You know what I mean?
And then what happened?
Like, people hung out there. And then, so I'm just thinking about that. And then I said, damn, I thought to myself, damn, man, I wish I could, I wish I could talk to AJ one more time. Something like that. I wish I could have said something to him one more time.
Yeah.
And I just had this weird, overwhelming feeling come over me that was just like, call John Murphy.
Yeah.
It just came over. It was like, that's how it felt. It just went through my head. Call John Murphy. Call John Murphy. And I was thinking about AJ and I heard, call John Murphy. And for the first time in like years,
like
I called you and you answered and were like, dude, it's so crazy that you're calling me. Yeah. I was going to call you.
Yeah.
Because I had a dream about AJ.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy. And then that was it.
And then we started talking and that was it. And then I realized that there's just a divine intervention occurred. And that's why you should all become monthly paid subscribers of our Patreon episode. For more behind-the-scenes looks at Andrew and John when they're having fun off-camera, you're going to want to get that extra exclusive premium content. So become a paid subscriber today. Isn't that crazy?
It's really fucking nuts that this is all what happened.
It happened. It really happened like that.
In real life, if that didn't happen, I would have just kept blacking out, maybe, and you would have kept doing comedy every night. And we was like, every once in a while, like, yeah, dude, this is cool.
Well,
but like, I feel like me and you became like closer than we were.
Originally.
Yeah. Like, we'll just text each other randomly. We never did that. And like, yo, we're doing a show tonight? Yeah. All right, cool. And like, but like, we'll tell each other like things that are happening. Like, yo, look at this. This is weird. Funny.
Yeah. No, I'm like the friendship came back to life through the podcast and through AJ's death.
Yeah.
It's like, but it all was like part of, I'm telling you, it's been kind of
really
strange. It's been a strange thing. So I never thought it would, and I really like doing this podcast because it's like, for me, it's like, it's just fun.
Yeah.
Come here and have
fun.
I like bullshitting with you, talking.
I get drunk.
It's like we're catching up. You get drunk on a Tuesday. It gets me out of the city every Tuesday.
Isn't that a song?
I don't think that's a song.
Getting lit on a Tuesday.
Getting lit on a Tuesday.
Hold on. Gonna end the show with this, dude. I think I got it. So we'll go out on this, dude. A little Tuesday.
Yeah,
Rap used to be so cool.
we'll play it out of your phone into the microphone. Enjoy this, everybody.
A Tuesday. Hell
Sabada on a Tuesday.
Yeah, that's what it's
Sabada.
all about, dude.
All right.
But anyway, I guess we could end the show and we'll get blacked out for AJ.
All right. All right.
Will. You can,
Hey, this was a nice dedication episode, folks.
yeah. To the big man.
To the big man.
To the big man.
And to the big man inside all of you. And to being the bigger man.
Be the bigger man.
And to being the best man. The macho man. The strongest. And that's why I wear crocodile shoes. And that's why I have $100,000 watches. And that's why I have silk shirts. Because I am the greatest. And I live at the top of the highest mountain, on the highest peak, at the highest part of town. And I look down on all the people below me. And yeah, I drive down sometimes to have a look at what I see. We'll see you next week, brother.
I was gonna have you try this.
What is that?
I forgot about it. It was in my pocket.